Hey there, Amit here for Advices Media, and today we are going to give you a quick overview and the first boot up of the HTC One, the smartphone which has got the second most anticipation in the market after the Samsung Galaxy S4. And in this video I am going to do the first boot up and show you what all comes in this Android smartphone. So here we have a beautiful black colored Android smartphone, that's the HTC One, and we are just going to set it up for the very first time. Let me just boot this up and meanwhile show you what all comes in the smartphone. So as you can see, on the front you have two large speakers. Here these are the two speakers which you get, and apart from that you have the front 2 megapixel camera with a few sensors on the top. On the bottom you have the USB port with a white microphone. On the left you have the SIM card slot, that's where you need to insert the SIM card. On the top you have the 3.5mm headset jack and the on-off toggle switch. Right you have the volume rockers, that's the left and right volume rockers, they are placed here. And on the back you have the 4 megapixel or the ultra pixels camera with LED flash and a second microphone for noise cancellation, and it actually supports Beats Audio, which is mentioned here with the HTC branding on the back. So this is what you get. Let me just show you the actual smartphone and set it up for the very first time. So here it's asking us to set up the language, so let's proceed with English. Start off with the setting up of the device. Let's proceed with that. So once you're connected to the Wi-Fi, you need to proceed wherein you would actually connect to the HTC services and set up the phone from the scratch. Now here it would actually ask you to select the option where you can import content from your other smartphone using Bluetooth, or else you can proceed with the setup. Let's proceed with these all options. Let me just skip this thing because I don't want to set up my Google account as of now, and proceed with this thing. It's asking us to give the name of the device. Let me give it finish, and we are ready to go. So we have completed the setup of this device. It's now actually connecting to the internet and getting us the latest news, and this is what you see here. This is the HTC Sense UI. These are different home screens which you get wherein all the data would be updated. Actually it's fetching it right now, and then it would show you the one soon. So within a few minutes you would actually see all this area covered. On the top you have the notifications area where you should get all the settings and the data. That is where the notification would show up. This is the shortcut for going to the settings area. So that is the shortcut, and the settings area is again not the general settings area which you get on most of the Android smartphones, because this is again optimized by HTC. Let's go to the about area and show you the current software version. Let's go back and check out for the software information, and it says Android 4.1.2. Do make a note that this comes with Android 4.1.2, while the Sony Xperia Z comes with the same OS, and the Galaxy S4 comes with 4.2.2. So that is something which you need to make a note of before purchasing these all smartphones. And apart from that, talking about the battery, this phone comes with 2300 mAh of battery, while the other smartphones like the Xperia Z comes with 2330 mAh, while the Samsung Galaxy S4 comes with 2600 mAh. Now talking about the applications area, let's check out what all apps come pre-installed here. So these are a list of different applications which get pre-installed onto the smartphone. Now here you need to make a note that you get a few applications like the Facebook, Twitter. These are all the Google based applications which are all set up within a single folder. That's actually grouped up within single folder. So that's actually good, so that you don't have to go through the, you're actually saving some space here, but there's no point, because if Google Maps is separately set up, then what's the point of having this grouping? But again, that is what you get here. There's also a driving mode, the clock, productivity, which again comes with the MS Office based application. So the PDF viewer for accessing PDF files. Again, this smartphone comes with 25 GB of free Dropbox storage, which is again a plus mark, because the Samsung Galaxy S4 doesn't come with this feature, and that is very important, because if you're hosting or uploading all your content to the cloud, then that is something which is important. Apart from that, it also comes with the kid mode, wherein you can actually give this device to a kid for playing for a few limited time and ensure that they don't, and you don't end up losing some of your important data, because under kids mode it's more like a security setup for your smartphone. So that is pretty interesting. Then you have the tips and help area where you can understand more about the smartphone. So that is also something which you need to make a look at. Talking about the tools, you have few very important tools here, like the calculator, the flashlight which comes pre-installed, which uses the LED flash on the back. You have the weather widget, the parent dashboard, voice recorder application, and a rescue application. Now rescue application is used for remote technical support, wherein someone from the company would actually be able to remote control your device and actually fix the issues available on this device. So that is something which you get. Let's go to the settings and check out the storage here. So out of the box, this device comes with 32 GB of storage, wherein 6.72 GB is actually used by the pre-installed OS, apps and all the data, while you have 25 GB of data available. Now when you talk about the pricing point of view, both this smartphone or the Xperia Z or Samsung Galaxy S4, all of these three come with the same price range, but again this smartphone comes with 32 GB of internal storage, which is a very big benefit in terms of the internal storage, because you don't have to move all your high-end games or large media files to an external SD card. So that is something which you need to make a note of. Talking about the camera, it comes with a very new ultra pixel camera which is of around 4 megapixel and which should actually give you better outputs. Let's just check out that feature now. So I don't need the front camera as of now. Let's proceed with the back camera and give you a quick review of the output here. So let's capture something here. Here's my Sony smartwatch. Let me try to focus onto that and try to capture a picture. So we do have a touch to focus option here, which should actually capture the picture too. So let's check out the output, and the picture was taken within a flash of a second, which means that the camera is pretty fast. Let's enlarge the picture, zoom into the picture and check out how the output is. So overall it's pretty good, considering that this comes with the new technology, that's the ultra pixel. I'm quite impressed with the output in this case, at least it's pretty good. Let's go for something which is far away from here. So let's go for something here in the background, and then check it out. So here we have the picture captured, and as you can see, even though if you are zooming into the max, the output is pretty good. It's actually brilliant. There is a little bit of noise here, but again overall it's pretty good. I would say it's in fact impressive. So this is the 4 megapixel or the ultra pixel technology which is set up onto this smartphone. So overall this is a pretty decent smartphone. Stay tuned on our channel for a detailed review of this smartphone after we use it for around, let's say, 1 or 2 days, and then we can actually give you a detailed overview of the smartphone and then suggest you if you should be actually buying this smartphone or not. As of now, by just giving a quick overview of the same, I feel that the device has already got a little bit warm, but after playing some high-end games and recording the temperature by using a temperature monitor, we will actually let you know if you should be actually buying this smartphone or not, or if you should be going for a Sony Xperia Z or a Samsung Galaxy S4. So stay tuned on Advices Media and we'll keep you updated. Thank you.